Welcome to Miami Gardens, Florida. A gorgeous day for college football, and we are fired up to see the Miami Hurricanes open another season at Hard Rock Stadium. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Canes about to kick it away and get this season started. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down for the offense. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
That's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Leaves it with the back. Got room at the 35. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Davis will throw. Looking for a huge play. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically downfield. You saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
Offense getting set for first down. Running back searching for a hole. Runs through the tackle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Arroyo. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Hurricanes send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Davis looking to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Getting some heat. Forced out of the pocket. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, going to the air. Finds his man enough for the first. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Wide out in motion. The play action fake. Starts to scramble to the left. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense cover. Letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing it.
There he goes to the right. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. comes the Michigan offense back on the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off the spot. They get him off the spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Back to throw, it's Orji. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll throw it on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Up to 44 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man on the outside. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specific.
Makes the catch down the right side. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 8, Michigan 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. The handoff to Johnson. finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Here comes the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the defense doing work. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6.
That makes the score Michigan 14, Miami 8.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick it off.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Going up top on first down. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. This offense has a second down play.
Brings up second down.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And the Canes pick up the first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find hole.
Touchdown, Miami! What a catch and run for 6. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can. They're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything. And then you reward the big fella throwing the ball. And he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Looking to throw. He's got it for the 2-point conversion. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. running the daylight from inside his 25. Now he's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, now
He tries to take the top off. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Michigan! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The give to the single back. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll give it to Johnson. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They'll try to power their way ahead. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, look out, there he goes. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
That's got to make you feel good offensively. The first game of the year, and early you're able to break off a long run. We know for them, they take pride in their ability running the football, and they're getting that established.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Canes!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Illinois came away with a big-time victory today, and they'll be enjoying some bubbly and champagne after this one. Coaches want to win in all 3 phases of the game, and today, mission accomplished. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll try the run, and the defense snows him under after a very short game.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Orji. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Fires downfield. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You've got the whole playbook available. and they choose to pass. The defense did a really good job playing the pass, and 4th down now is decision time for you.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Aggressive. You got to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Powers through the defender. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime.
Here we go.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Razor. Green 25.
He'll ride his man on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in there.
Can anyone catch him? Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Ringo.
He'll take it himself. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I got to challenge my guys all throughout the week. When we get in these short yardage situations, who's the bigger man? Who's the better man? Who's going to be more physical? These are the situations we've practiced all week. Challenge the manhood of the offensive line, and they come through in a big way.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Rita. 42.
Throws to the tight end. It's caught. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
On the set.
Offense gets set for 2nd down.
Cricket.
They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Offense facing 4th down.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down.
Lasso.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the offense. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
On the move. Striving for the goal line. Loose football. Touchdown, Miami. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Holy cow, how about that? You think he's going in for the score. It looks like he's going to get him. He fumbles the football. Who's going to get it? Johnny on the spot. The offense finds the football, lands on it, and gets the touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his own 20. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like,
Receiver.
Gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a...
Trying to burn this defensive back. What a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. And stampeding through the defense. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Trying to find his man on first down. Fires into traffic, picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
They'll give it to the back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half, it looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. South Alabama is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Boston College. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
With jet sweep pass. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Miami 38, Michigan 28.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. The sure hands, it's Martinez. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Running toward the tape. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
The handoff to Johnson. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Lasso. Lasso.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. They'll try to add another to their lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. And the returner will be brought down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Off-play action on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
He'll pull it on the read. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, the problem with calling option is that you can't limit the hits on your quarterback, and he got absolutely leveled by the defender on that one. Now you got to wonder how many more times this coordinator wants to call that play.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Gets it out quickly. Nice move to keep running. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Davis will throw. Another incompletion on third down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll close in on him after a